Hello, everybody. It's been a long time. I was actually traveling and doing some family stuff, and then I actually did some fun stuff with um, a group of friends, and just enjoying life, right? And today I was really I actually taught a class this morning, and it was it's really been interesting about the beautiful aspect of balance. And when I talk about balance, I'm talking about this aspect of the masculine, which really falls into the area of discipline, which, to be honest, is not my favorite, but yet it's part of the work. And then there's that feminine aspect of us, which is the intuitive, wise end. And it's interesting because you have that voice kind of like, okay, it's time to start doing, more meditation, more breathing, more, and then the masculine needing to step in and be the more disciplined of grounding that, and how much I find myself, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, and allowing, myself to be more, I'm more in that feminine aspect, but I gotta tell you right now, I find myself, I just want to be in meditation all the time and resting and doing a lot of reflection and deep soul work. And that part of me getting out in the world and actually, making it happen, the doing aspect, and keeping in that rhythm of discipline of doing. And I find it really fascinating how the breath really helps with that. Being with the family, and it was a beautiful family wedding, one of my sisters, and just enjoying the aspect of family and connection, and not just my siblings, but even our children, my nieces and nephews, and yet there's a big crowd, and also just all that were involved, and then going into the next element of travel and being able, coming home and dealing with the home life to get so I can travel for, it was like a long weekend, almost a week. And being able to now come back and get back into the day-to-day discipline life. And I think that how breath is amazing is that rhythm, that beautiful rhythm, that movement of rhythm. And and I'm not here to because I don't know all the answers, but I will say that there is this aspect of myself wanting to just curl up, kind of like a bear, curl up and hide and just sleep and not do anything, and feeling very wiped out. And me being a person, listen to the body, but I do, there are things I have to do. And how much my breath helps me get back into that rhythm of doing. And it's interesting because as we surrender to breathing, we have to do the breathing to surrender to the being. And that's kind of profound. And in order to be, we have to surrender to the do, because I got to breathe to be. And so, and what's really beautiful, that when I meet the breath in a more rhythmic, universal rhythmic movement, my body feels so much more aligned and rested. and I'm able to do, more. And also give myself the permission that, okay, I have, this to do, and it's okay to take some time to just rest. So I listened to some different astrology messages for that week, and the full moon, and he talked all about this. Well, a couple of them, that there were two, and it's how our soul is very much doing a lot of very deep work, and it's really important to allow the rest, the being, and yet it's so uncomfortable too to be there, because like I said, I want to just curl up and just sleep. But there's something about not being conscious of the soul that it's not working. That you have to somehow be connected and present with the process. And allowing myself to really look at what's really going on within. And even today with the teaching of the class on Monday, I really feel that one of the hardest things for us right now is to give us the permission to be, because there is this part of us that wants to just keep going. But then there's the soul that wants to just stop. And how do I really listen to the actual authentic part of me, where I'm really aligned in doing, the work that I'm here to do in this moment, and taking care of me so I don't get sick or fall down or whatever. And as I, listen and watch, and there's a lot of COVID coming back, and that is another way of us overdoing it. So it's like the consequences of not listening, we get sick. We get into dis-ease. And that's what I don't want. And I know I'm also tired because I was just, like I said, traveling for 2 weeks, and she's out of my own rhythm and giving me the time to kind of come back into this space. And I give myself that permission by doing a breath session with myself once a day. And then I feel more rebooted, more realigned with who I am. But I will say that what I've been noticing, so now when I do whale reading, and that's not breath work. What I'm doing is scanning the body and seeing where people's bodies are, where the blockage is. And I can do it on myself right now, because what I do is I listen to where people's sound is. But when I say I listen from heart, and I can scan their body and feel the blockage of where it is. And what I'm noticing is a lot of us are blocked in our throat. So it's heart and throat. And I find it really fascinating, because to me that's a very emotional, exhausted body. Because we're not bringing our voice, our authentic being into the essence of who we are, which is that grounding, that really anchoring in and allowing. And when people are kind of disconnected and talking more from up here, it's a sign that we're also very exhausted. Because the body is working very hard trying to ground. Because no matter what, our body wants to be grounded. And then how do I bring that anchoring in through the discipline, which is that masculine, and allow it to be, which is the feminine. So I've been really, been really just sitting and working with those aspects because that's so important right now. It's really important from also the aspect of how do I be calm through this soulful chaos that's happening. And there's a lot happening. Is it wrong? Is it bad? I don't know. Maybe we need to really allow this stuff to surface so we can really see a different layer of the human being and what we need to clean up. Because remember, there is the essence of the oneness and who we are as human beings and how we connect. And it's not easy, and it's uncomfortable, and it's also not easy to know that we are part of this mess. Each and every one of us, even I am. You know what I mean? Like, wow. And how do I take the responsibility to come within and do my inner work to help raise that vibration and meet the calm of the storm? I breathe. So I hope that this was educational, and it's really nice to be back, and I look forward to reconnecting. I am teaching on July 28th at the Gathering Lighthouse in Lombard, and I'm always happy to do whale readings and also to do breath session. And I'm seeing a lot of miracles on my table and people really connecting to a really deeper, profound, beautiful, magnificent being that they are. So if you're looking for something new and wanting to help get your body back in alignment, reach out. bloomingrosehealing.com and send me an email or a message. Well, I hope everybody's having a great summer, and I look forward to reconnecting. Thank you. Have a great day.